I cannot believe he's got a sneak peek of the box score. What I just saw as Mitch Marner comes out, gets a hat trick. The Leafs dominate the Red Wings in their first game back since the holidays. They get back on the right foot. No Darius tonight. Welcome back. Hopefully everyone had a great holidays. Our first stream since Monday because the Leafs were off. What's up, Jim, Shane, Marshall, Gregory, everyone, Jose, everyone who's tuning in. Hope you're doing well. But what a massive game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And coming into this game, they had a couple brutal losses. They had to come out and get the win today. There was no debate about it, and they came out and crushed the Red Wings. It was scary there. I thought Wall was going to hopefully get a shutout. It didn't happen. But ladies and gentlemen, the Leafs are back on track. Things are looking good. The vibes are back, and a huge win. Team Canada is also playing. Tons of things going on right now, but ladies and gentlemen, a huge Leafs win. Hopefully you all, what's up, Nick and Duster? Shout out to you guys in the J stream. Hopefully we all had a great holiday. We can get into that a little bit later, but the story of right now is the Leafs game today. I'll try to get the impact scorecard for you guys as well, but hopefully we're all doing well. Huge win. And what's up, Blake? What's up, Gregory? I'm happy. Darius wanted to be here today. He will be here tomorrow. But ladies and gentlemen, what a game. And it's on again, you're going to be seeing full screenshots instead of, my head open with the screenshot. Hopefully you guys can bear with that. I didn't have time to get the other one going. But ladies and gentlemen, Mitch Marner, what a phenomenal game. And Blake, there will be no Collins today because Darius is out. They are going to be 100% on the go, though, for the rest of the streams, probably after tomorrow. When there's solo streams, it's a bit harder to manage, and I didn't really have time today to fully set it up, but had a very busy day. But they will be back for all future Collins, or all future streams will have Collins, so don't worry about that. But ladies and gentlemen, Mitch Marner, let's get into that. 3 goals, a hat trick. I mean, John Tavares, insane pass, one of the better passes we've seen this season. An all-around phenomenal game for the Leafs. And again, coming into this game, there's a lot of question marks. Austin Matthews, updates on his front. Chris Tanev, whether or not he would play. He did end up playing, and he was pretty solid tonight. And coming into this game, you've lost a couple in a row. The one against the Jets was brutal. The team looked really rough. You saw Nick Robertson, of course, as well, get one in there. David Kampf had a huge goal. And the story of the kind of game coming in was, is the team going to be fine without Austin Matthews? How are they looking? All these different things. Ladies and gentlemen, Mitch Marner comes out, and in Mitch Marner fashion, he looks so much better when there is no Austin Matthews. And it's not even it's not even a hypothesis anymore. It is the case. When there's no Austin Matthews, he's so much more aggressive. He's more willing to shoot the puck. He's way less. He doesn't rely on Austin Matthews to do the shooting, do the scoring, all these different things. And as a result, the Leafs were able to take care of business tonight. And I'm hoping me Marner on a line with Marner and Marner. Yeah, I mean, if you had 3 Marners, you'd be in very good shape. But again, I'm happy. And David Kampf got relegated down. And you're talking about how everyone was stepping up tonight. I mean, we saw Pontus Holmberg, I believe, in the second line. Kampf starting the fourth line, I believe. Things were looking very good. And John Tavares, how did we all feel about tonight's game on a scale of 0 to 10? About how the Leafs played, the Craig Berube style of hockey, because, again, trade rumors are flying. We saw John Tavares. They still need a third-line center. Everything is going crazy, and in the middle of it all, the Leafs come out. They have a very solid win. What's up, Jim? I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great holidays as well. Should never break up JT and Marner again. I'm telling you, it works well every single time. Yeah, I get Robo seeing one go through again is very, I think, going to be big for him as well. I think it was just a clean game. Wavered a little bit at the end, Joseph Wall did, and the defense a little bit. Yeah, Robo's back. He is. If only Darius was here, I'm sure he. I wonder if he said anything. I'm sure he. Yeah, he did. Darius texted me. Darius texted me Robo, which is hilarious. So Darius kind of giving his input in from there. The fourth line was good, always good. Yep. Dewar had a great game. And what's up, Darren? I do think that, and I'm going to look at the impact scorecard as well. I'm hoping it comes out. But I do, solid defense. They needed this bounce back game, and that's ultimately exactly what they got. They desperately needed a bounce back game here. I do believe we might get the Leafs scorecard. All the other ones are going. We do have the Leafs scorecard, ladies and gentlemen, so I'll get that for you guys right now as well. But I'm happy. I'm very happy. It's Friday. Christmas is over. Things are interesting. the Leafs come out, they get a massive win. And I'm very happy about that. And start leaving your predictions in the chat. Some interesting of your impact scorecard top 3 players. Number 1's not going to be who you think it is. So that's the hint I'll give you all. Not going to be who you think it is. Okay. It is not Mitch Marner. Number 1 is not Mitch Marner. For everyone who was wondering. Not Mitch Marner. About time Camp got a goal. Yeah, I mean, he's been doing good in the PK, doing a lot of things right, but I think seeing one actually go through might help with his playing time going forward as well here. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. It's just me here tonight, so got to bear with me. All right, I have it. I have it ready to go. 9. Okay, Darren, okay. We're also close to 200 members. We're going to be getting a bunch of new emotes as well. Me and Darius are working on those over Christmas. We're going to get a bunch of new emotes coming for all the members very soon. And again, members get priorities for the call-ins for next week. JT and Marner played well. Much better than Marner and Matthews. I agree. Dewar top, not Dewar. No one's guessed who the top person was yet. However, Gregory saying very solid defense. That would be, it is a defenseman, which kind of ruins it. But it is a defenseman who got it tonight, which is very intriguing. Very intriguing. Max Domi, it's a good guess as well. And here's again the box score. Domi had an assist. I think Marner will be top. He's close. He is very close. Even Steven Lorentz had a great game. And ESPN finally over the Christmas break fixed Steven Lorentz. They put him on the they put him from the bottom in the defensive group to the forwards. No one has guessed it yet. No one has guessed it yet. I'm waiting until someone guesses it. Once someone guesses it, I'll put it up. But it hasn't happened yet. Tanev second. Okay. Nope. Once someone guesses it, no one's even remotely guessed it yet. You're thinking, so, there we go. Corrupted Canadian got it. Corrupted Canadian got it. Morgan Riley goes in at number 1, followed by Mitch Marner and John Tavares and Chris Tanev. So we had all the other ones, even Patches factoring in number 5 there. We had all the other ones, but Morgan Riley gets the top tonight. And he played really well. I was going to mention it. I mean, +3, 1 shot on goal. He was very defensively sound tonight, which is obviously something that he hasn't been this season. But yeah, shout out to you, Corrupted Canadian. Also make sure the like button. We're on the road to 50 likes. We're at 12 right now. Shout out to the 72 of you in here. We all like seeing numbers go up. Make sure to hit that button. I mean, I think Morgan Riley played well. A responsible defensive game, generated some offensive chances. Yeah, they were wavering late for sure. Nick Nye has not looked as engaged in the play and far less physical since he returned from injury, playing more conservative. Thoughts? Yeah, and again, he hasn't been playing with Matthews over the past few games, which he's very much used to, especially on the top line. Maybe he's still dealing with an injury to a degree. That's obviously, I mean, I think everyone at this time of year is dealing with some sort of injury. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, especially as you kind of start to, as the lines start to get more, secure once obviously Austin Matthews comes back and all the other players as well. It's going to be very intriguing to see what happens with that. But yeah, very interesting. Morgan Riley got number 1. James coming in with the 5 gifted. Noah, Patrick, William, Edward, and Elizabeth. Jim, I don't have the animation on me right now, but shout out to you, Jim. 5 gifted members. If you got a membership, make sure to thank Jim. And again, new emotes coming for probably Monday, along with priorities for call-ins for all the rest of the stream. So Jim, thank you so much. Your support's always incredible. And we're pretty close to 200 members as well, which is a huge milestone. Obviously, some of the gifted ones will reset after the next month, but tons of new emotes coming for you all. Now, he's not getting 7.5 million AAV playing like this. Yeah, he didn't play great tonight. I'm assuming he was towards the bottom here. Let me look. Yeah, he was second last. Thank you again, Jim. Your support's always unbelievable. Shout out to the new members as well. A bunch of new emotes and things like that. Yeah, so Nyes was to the bottom, and then Benoit was at the bottom, which is actually a pretty big deal, especially considering the fact that, Benoit's been scratched a little bit here as of late. And maybe we see him scratch next game. I mean, we saw Max Pacioretty tonight throwing his body around. We saw tons of positive play from a lot of different players. Matthew Nyes was not one of them. But still, tons of positive play from a ton of different players. Patches was really hitting physically and offensively. What's up, Shane, as well? I know I shouted you out earlier. Jim, thank you again. Helping us towards that member goal. Which I think the members will become more popular as well once the call-ins are going. We're really excited for the call-ins. We're going to be doing them after every single game. Just not tonight. Gregory, you will eventually get a membership. You definitely will. Best community on YouTube. Rumors Leafs on New York Knives 4 to 5 years at 3 to 4 million. I think it's way too low. I think it's way too low. I mean, I do. Who do you think comes out for tomorrow's game? Well, I assume Chris Tanev. And there's a world where Chris Tanev doesn't play if they're trying to kind of manage his injury. Matt Murray's going to be getting in there. I mean, I think they keep mostly the same. Maybe Pontus goes out. I don't know. Like, they might rock something similar. Now it's an opportunity to ice the puck in the PK and turn it over and cost Woll his shutout tough play. A very bad defensive play, and that is, you can see there in the team defense and the individual defense as well. He was bad, which, it is what it is. But I'm hoping that. Any chance we see Hildeby? No, I don't think so. He actually had his first shutout yesterday, so I don't think he's going to be playing today or tomorrow. And Murray's with the team right now. They basically just call Murray up whenever he is, whenever he's going to play. So obviously they had the holiday roster freeze and the holiday roster freeze and things like that. Murray will be in net tomorrow. I thought he was going to play tonight. Happy because Joseph Woll looked really good. If you remember, put in the brick wall emote in the chat. I mean, ultimately, Nyes kind of costed a shutout, but they got another goal after that anyway. Robertson has earned his spot. I think Robo is going to stay in, but I also think that if a trade comes up, we had a video on it, Yanni Gord, we've had videos. There's a lot of trade rumors right now surrounding the Toronto Maple Leafs. So I hope to stay with the same lineup and build in today's win and keep the chemistry building. Completely agree. Now, maybe Benoit goes out, maybe, someone else, but I don't know. It's going to be very intriguing to see what they do. Robo, great game. Dewar, solid game. Even Philip Myers probably had, arguably his best game of the year. You guys do you think Philip Myers had probably his best game as a Leaf this season? I would say so. And he hasn't had many great ones. So I would say he probably had his best game of the year today. 21 likes, pretty close to 50. If it's a trade that really helps team, I can see Robbie gone. Robo, yeah, 100%. No doubt about it. Canada's second goal under review. I meant to turn it on. Yeah, keep me up to date with that. It's hard juggling all the games. I think Phil Myers, maybe he earned himself another game, but again, it's at the point now where you're juggling lines so much because of injuries and because of things, like that we also saw some injuries tonight as well. It's Morgan Riley, obviously earlier in the game, went to the dressing room, so he ended up being fine, obviously, but it's that time of year where injuries are going to happen. No goal. Okay, unfortunate. I think they'll win. I definitely think they'll win. I hope Steven Lorentz isn't hurt. Steven Lorentz has been one of the most important players to this team, as funny as it sounds, at least to their fourth line. Obviously, he hasn't put up crazy stats or anything like that, but a cup champion, a guy who's been continuously kind of holding down that fourth line, specifically with especially with how much it's fluctuated over the past handful of games with all the injuries, obviously, and everything like that. No goal. Okay. I think Steven Lorentz is probably the best PT. I guess Max Pacioretty was the best PTO technically, but Steven Lorentz, very good PTO as well. Nick Nylander was virtually invisible tonight. Yeah, it was really bad, and not just because he cost me my parlay. And it's funny. He had an assist, and he was pretty. He was pretty low on the chart here. I think William Nylander. There's games like that with him, though. He's either going to be, solid, really good, or half invisible, but still put up some points. And he did. He put up an assist. He wasn't completely terrible, but it's going to be interesting. Dewar or Reeves against the Capitals. Darius isn't here for his Reeves propaganda, so I'm going to push for Connor Dewar. I think Connor Dewar was very good. They might put Reeves back in. There is a chance they do that, but I would prefer they leave Robo in. Obviously, Darius is, loves Ryan Reeves and what he brings regarding not instigating. Or stopping the other team from instigating. But I think I would prefer Dewar. And I've been a big Dewar fan regardless. Especially with, you now have David Kemp, Connor Dewar, and Bobby McMahon, Pontus Holmberg all playing tonight. So, if the Leafs want to win the cup, and this obviously is not the lineup to win the cup, I would prefer... Out of those four, I might ask you guys, of course, David Kemp, Connor Dewar, Pontus Homer, Bobby McMahon. Who's the odd man out there if you have to, take one out, whether you acquire someone else or people return from injury? Like, to me, it's pretty obvious who the odd one out of those four is. Even the odd two out, it's pretty obvious to me who it would be. And I think for me, it's Pontus Holmberg. I think Pontus is the odd one out, and then probably Bobby McMahon. Bobby McMahon's been very solid, I would say. A lot more solid than Pontus Holmberg. So in a world where people come back or they make a trade, I think Pontus is the one who is the odd man out and gets not dealt necessarily, but I mean, we've seen his name fluctuate. But then again, if you're trading for a third line center or someone who has some value and the other team wants a young forward, Robo is probably getting traded, which also opens up another spot for everyone else. So it's like, it luckily has a ripple effect with, has a ripple effect anyways. Jim saying Holmberg. Yeah, I mean, it got to be, right? I think it got to be Holmberg. I don't think anyone else really is like super. I think Dewar has a role. I think David Kampf has had a very solid role, specifically on the PK. You go out and you get another guy, whether that's Frank Vetrano, whether that's Yanni Gord. And I want to ask you guys, I know we made a video on it. Yes or no in the chat. Would you trade, if you're the Toronto Maple Leafs, a framework of Nick Robertson for Yanni Gord? Nick Robertson for Yanni Gord. Just a yes or no. And Cal Yarncroc. I don't think he's going to come back this season at all. Or if he does come back, it'll be very much later in the year. Like many, many, many months down the line. Minton should get a call back up for his second line center duties instead of Holmberg. Yeah, it's realistic. It's possible. I'm with Darius. I'm a Reese fan, not a Dewar fan. Very interesting. Dewar has, I mean, he played good. I think he was top, fairly decent on the impact scorecard. He was halfway through. So it's not bad. I mean, especially for a fourth line center. No. Yes. He's all right. I think it'd probably take a draft pick as well as him, though, which is kind of the rough part. Minton should get a call back. I don't think he has been up a few times this season, but one time obviously, but I don't think they're going to call him back up. Get out. I don't see Yarncroc keeping a spot. I love Dewar's game. Straight penalty kill. That's literally what he does. Same with kind of David Kampf. Him and David Kampf are very similar. Jim with the 10. Collins after every live, fantastic idea. Pumped for that. Happy New Year. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I was going to do them today, but Darius couldn't tune in. So it was intriguing. Everybody, I just had Habs Digest come in the room. So I had to have my brother, Habs Digest, come in the room. Leafs are better than the Habs. We all know that. I like Reeves and Dewar. They both check. I mean, would you guys rather see Ryan Reeves in there? Probably not. I could see Minton getting traded only if it's for like a really, really good player. That's not a rental. He's gone now, Jim. Habs Digest. Hey, Leafs coming off another win. So, I don't know. Would you guys... Okay, so I'm looking at So 2 no's and 3 yeses surrounding Yanni Gord. I think it depends on the asking price. Yeah, I think like Minton and like not Minton. Nick Robertson and like a 4th for Yanni Gord would be interesting. Or a 3rd. The problem with Yanni is that that's probably not even worth it if you're the Leafs, but it depends how good Nick Robertson's playing. It depends how good Nick Robertson is playing. Minton ain't going anywhere. He's shown to be a very good third line center. At this moment, he's probably a 4th line center, like in this very moment. But as he continues to play, I think he can kind of get up to I think his ceiling is probably, what do you guys say Fraser Minton's ceiling is? I'd say probably like a 3rd line center. Or sorry, 2nd line center. I guess his ceiling would be like at his very best. I mean, like, I guess he has the potential of a top line center. I think his ceiling for the Leafs at least is a 2nd line center down the road. Easton Cowan, he's a top liner. I think that's what, and we're seeing it with Team Canada and things like that, but or not Team Canada. We're seeing him with the prospects. Minton ain't going anywhere unless it's for someone very, very good. Very good. which I don't think there's anybody on the market right now that would warrant a Fraser Minton trade anyways. At least that Brad Shilling will be willing to do. He doesn't usually buy at the deadline. Or if he does buy at the deadline, it's usually for fairly cheap rentals. What's up, Meep? Do we still need a D-man? Because Hakanpää is hurt. Maybe Shen in Nashville. Made a video on that, Drew. Or Dave, sorry. I think Luke Shen would be a perfect fit. A trade deadline of Luke Shen and Yanni Gourde, or Luke Shen and Frankfurt Toronto. Someone like that. A deadline like that would make a lot of sense. Jim, thank you again for the 10 as well. Really, really appreciate it. The post-game columns are going to be electric. You'll be one of the first ones in. Minton could be the future 2C. Don't trade him for a 3C right now. I agree. Tough to predict, but Minton is a solid third line. Cowan is a top prospect, the higher ceiling potential franchise player. And that's the thing. Obviously, Cowan, franchise player, could really be really good, of course. But Fraser Minton's reliable. Any Jays news? I don't think so. Yanni has more goals and assists. Yanni Gourde, yeah. I was thinking of Yanni Hakanpää. I was like, no way. No world. I mean, Cowan, there was like, remember when we thought he was going to start? I thought he was going to start the season with the team. He wasn't ready. And I'm happy that has obviously the insane point streak he has, all these different things. He is really, you got to be careful with Easton Cowan because he is the top prospect. Fraser Minton, a bit less risky, obviously. We saw what he could do at the NHL level. Very solid. Started the season with the Leafs last year after a very strong preseason. Played 4 or 5 games. I think 5 games, maybe 6. I think it was 5. Wasn't great. And then got sent down. Yanni Gourde for Nick Robertson in a 2nd and a 5th. Obviously, I know it's just trade rumors. I don't know about a 2nd. Would you guys do a 2nd, a 5th, and Nick Robertson for Yanni Gourde? I believe Yanni Gourde is a pending UFA. I might be mixing up my trade targets. One of them has control until 2026. I think maybe Luke Shen has control until 2026. But either way. Yeah, Jim, it's bad. It's very bad. Hockey or baseball? Both. I know I had to pick one. Both. Luckily, Justin, they're different times a year. They overlap for like a month or 2. But both. Love both. Diehard Leafs fan, obviously. Diehard Jays fan. So if they were the same time of year, I'd have to pick one, but Yanni Gourde made a big impact in the Lightning Cup run in 2020. Yeah. However, he's 4 years older now. I don't know if I would do that, though. A 2nd and a 5th and Robo for Yanni Gourde. Okay, so it's Shen. Okay, so Luke Shen. Okay, that makes sense. I know I made videos on both of them. So Yanni Gourde is a pending UFA then. It's intriguing to me. Very intriguing to me. Man, what a great win for the Toronto Maple Leafs, though. What a great win. It's one of those wins where it was such an easy win where no one really played bad that, talking about the game, like Mitch Marner, great. John Tavares, great. Joseph Wall, great. Everyone, great. Latvia tied it. I'm going to put it on after the stream. I don't have it on my TV over there. Everyone played so well, the conversation kind of moves to trades. Trade deadline's going to be crazy. Just a 5th and Robo, I think that's a lot more likely. Yeah, with McClellan's first game back. I mean, that team is bad. The team is very bad, for being honest. It's a very bad team. How many likes we at? 25 likes. Let's try to get to 30 likes before we wrap up. Jim, again, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships and the 10. I will, Darius also, I'm sure, very thankful. We'll let him know after the stream. I still understand why they would sign Hakanpää, playoff player, but I mean, they signed him to a 2-year deal, which is insane. Obviously, before the injury thing, and then he only signed him to a 1-year deal. So they only have him for one more. Like, this is the last season with him, if he even plays multiple games this year, which might not happen. 2 months of Gourde isn't worth Robertson in a 2nd. Yeah, I feel like for a Robertson in a 2nd, you'd like to get a 2nd-line center with control, even, especially with how Robo's been playing lately, which has been good. Where was he on the impact card? In the middle. I'm going to go watch the rest of the Canada game. Go Leafs, go Jim. Have a fantastic night. I'm also going to be wrapping up here in a few minutes. Quick note, Jim. Obviously, the Leafs play tomorrow. Darius will be here tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow. And then after that, we'll be back regularly scheduled after tomorrow. I don't think I'll be here tomorrow. I might make it. It's possible, but it's doubtful. So after that, we'll have the Collins, unless Darius is hosting tomorrow, but probably Collins starting whenever the next game is, Monday or Tuesday. Got my Tio just signed with the Dodgers. Yeah, Shane, you missed a stream earlier. We had like an hour-long stream covering all that. My girlfriend's and I's anniversary tomorrow, so I might be able to sneak out for a little bit. Might be able to sneak out, but probably won't be there. I shouldn't be there. What's up, Eric? Hope you're doing well. I shouldn't be there, but maybe she'll approve a quick call-in. Power play for Canada. Okay. I'm gonna watch after the stream as well. Yeah, the Dodgers thing is rough, Shane. It is very rough. Very, very rough. I know everyone is locked in on Team Canada right now. I'm hoping they do well. I'm really hoping they do well. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, great stream as always. Shout out to Jim. Shout out to everybody in here for the support. We're 3 likes away from 30. If you guys want to help us hit that, of course. Next stream, Darius will be here. I might be here. You'll have Collins coming for you next week, and we're here the rest of the way. We've been grinding every single game this season besides one. We've been live, and the Leafs are rolling. Hopefully this is the start of a roll at least. But any final thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap it up? Leafs could add Yanni Gourde at 1.31 AAV from Leafs. Add that to the cap hit. Yeah, especially at retained salary. 1 like away from 30. Nick, shout out to you for being the Jays and the Leaf stream, as well as Duster. Power play goal. Let's go. All right, any final thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? 1 like away from 30 if you could hit that before I dip. But again, we'll have a video for you all tomorrow, so make sure to tune into that. Enjoy the Team Canada game. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hopefully you all had a fantastic holiday. And we'll be back for you guys after the game tomorrow. And, of course, for a video on the rest of the days. Canada got the goal. Huge. 2-1. Well, everyone go enjoy that game. Thank you all so much for your continued support. And we will see you in a video tomorrow. Have a fantastic evening, everybody. 3 stars before I wrap up. I forgot it. I almost forgot it. I almost forgot the 3 stars. Oh, wow. Blake. Shout out to you. I don't know how I almost forgot that. Darius isn't here to check me. Everyone do your 3 stars in the chat real quick. I'm going Mitch Marner 1, Tavares 2, Morgan Riley 3. Mitch Marner 1, Tavares 2, Morgan Riley 3. I'm actually going to change Morgan Riley with Joseph Wall because he was great. And he hasn't had many great starts. Mitch Marner, John Tavares, Joseph Wall. Those are my 3 stars. Leave your 3 stars in the chat as well. Thank you, Blake. Can't believe I almost forgot it for the first time. It's crazy. Marner, Wall, JT. Okay, so switch our owner. Marner, JT, Riley. I like it. I gotta give it to Joseph Wall when it happens. Because I mean, ultimately, yeah, Josh, what we did for Timothy Liljegren. Wonder how he's doing. Whoa, Duster with the $13.99. A little buzzer beater action. Stay consistent, bro. You're doing a hell of a job solo. Duster, thank you. Appreciate it. That means a lot, actually. Thank you very much for the donation. Yeah, I mean, anytime Darius can't be here or vice versa, we try to hold it down for you all. Our goal is to not miss a game or an upload. Again, we upload every single day, stream after every game, and we haven't missed an upload in months. We've been video every day for months. So, but it's all because of you guys. Your guys' support, helps us stay motivated, keeps us motivated, keeps us grinding. So, best community on YouTube, you guys, and we'll get you more emotes as well and things for you. And Duster, thank you for your support on both channels. Really appreciate that. Means a lot. It really does. 3 stars. What a goal. Yeah, Jim. Jim's still in here. Shout out to you, Jim. Shout out to you. Good night, all, and happy holidays. Yeah, have a fantastic. Hopefully, you all had a great, Christmas day with your families and things like that. And the New Year's coming up. So 2025, there's big things planned for us. So it means the world to me that you guys tuned in tonight. But again, 3 stars. Have a fantastic evening. Marner, JT, Joseph Wall. And we will see you all tomorrow. Duster, again, huge shout out to you for the $13.99. Of course, Duster, video Christmas Day on Jays and Leafs, and it's not going to stop. Huge things planned. Huge things planned. So this is the place to be. You guys are the best. Thank you guys for watching the stream, and have a great evening. Enjoy the Team Canada game, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Leafs Digest, your daily dose of gold. Stories of the bold where legends are told. From first pop drop to the season's fold.